Hello, welcome to this short video, Meetings During the Meeting. This is one of 9 short videos that are available to show you how Microsoft Teams can help you to communicate and collaborate with your colleagues quicker and easier. Please note that the content in all the videos is the same as what has been covered in the live online training sessions. So use these videos if you are unable to attend those sessions or you just want to remind and refresh yourself. So what are we going to cover in this session? We're going to look at how you can ask questions via the chat feature. We're going to look about how you share files or websites, do polls within the chat. We're going to look at how you can use the whiteboard. We're going to look at how we can do a delegate report. And we're going to look at ending the meeting. Okay, we're going to have a look at chat first. So the chat feature is available at any point during the Teams meeting. So by coming to the main screen where you see the other people that are in the meeting with you, you've got the chat icon at the top. It says show conversation. And if I open this up, it says meeting chat. So it's showing me when the meeting started. Now, besides normal chatting, so if I came down to the bottom here, I've got type a new message. I could type in there, hello everyone, and then this little send button down here will send that off. So I'm going to do a reply from a different laptop, and as I start to type, you can see down here it's saying that I am typing a new message. You know when somebody's typing, the same as you get with other applications. So there's that message there. So everybody can chat to each other during the meeting. Questions can be asked from in here as well. So it's a good place to ask questions because everything that is typed into the chat is saved and is available after the session as well. Other things that we can do within here is forms, and you can use a form to do a quick poll. So if there's a question about something that you're all discussing and there's some different ideas about where you should go, you can use a poll to do that. So if I click onto the 3 dots, I've got forms in my list here that I can use. If when you click into here you don't see forms, you can just type the name in, find an app, and it will locate it for you. So I'm going to select forms, and this window appears in the middle. So if I wanted to ask a question, so in here I say, right, what is your favourite season? So option 1 I'll do summer, option 2 I'm going to do spring, and I've got this little add option button to add other options in. So let's add a 3rd and a 4th, and then I can do autumn and winter. At the moment this will be a select 1 option. If I wanted people to have a choice of 2 or more, then I could go for multiple answers and it will allow you to select more than one thing. But I'm just going to stick this to just a single request at the moment. Bottom left corner, do I want to share the results automatically after the voting? So as people are clicking and selecting, you'll be able to see what percentages are being chosen. And if you want to keep your responses anonymous, you can put that tick in. In case the thing that you're asking about, people don't want to really admit to which way they want to go, you could do it anonymously. So just have the little tick in there. So once that's done, I click save. It's showing me what this will look like, and they call it a card when we do this poll. So this will appear in the middle of everybody's screen that's in the meeting. So they'll be able to choose their answer and click submit vote. But this is your chance to have a quick look over to just to make sure, am I happy with it all? It's showing me that it's not anonymous, that the results are shared. But then I think, okay, I do want to change this. Let's have a little question mark next to season. So I can just edit it. I can click up to here, put my question mark in, make any other changes that I want, and then save it again. Now at this stage, I think I look at that. Yep, that's great. That's what I want it to be. So I'm going to click send. So you can see that the form has appeared in the chat, along with the results underneath at the moment. the little card that came up that we just saw the preview of. So I can also, as the creator of the form, I can still have a vote. So I'm going to click onto that and say done. And if anybody else has had that open on their ones, they could also then do their votes as well. So you can see on here then that I've got 2 votes in, one for spring and one for autumn. Now these poll and these results will also be available to you after the session. They're all going to be saved in the chat. So other things that we can use the chat for as well is to share files. So if I wanted to attach a file, I can click onto the little paperclip and then I can choose to browse on PC for a file. That will upload it and it'll be available for everybody via the chat. Plus the file will appear in the chat afterwards as well. So if I said upload from my computer, I can browse so I can choose the file that I want to upload. Double click on it and you see that that appears in here. I can put a message with it as well, so maybe for review, and then hit the send button. So there's the file attached along with my message, and that would appear in the chat for everybody in the meeting. Another great collaborative tool within Teams is the Whiteboard. So I'm going to come up to share some content. So I get all my options below here, and you can see I have Whiteboard and I've got the Microsoft Whiteboard. So I click onto that. So that's the Whiteboard open up, which is now shared. So just one word of warning with the Whiteboard is that this is for internal use only. Guests can't see the Whiteboard. You won't be able to use the Whiteboard if you've got guests within your meeting. So as long as everybody's within your same organisation, things are going to be fine. So with the Whiteboard, it's just a way of being able to write down notes. You can see up here we've got some different types of pen. So up here, different colours that you can use. We've got the eraser if you want to take something out. Put it back in again. I've got a little text box if I wanted to add text. So I do want to try and use the pen to draw. I can choose different colour font within that. I've also got the option to delete it if I didn't want it. We've got post-it notes. Little post-it note there. So you just got these different ways of being able to collaborate, and anybody else within the Teams meeting can do stuff as well. So I'm just on a different PC. You can see there where I've just drawn. So I've just drawn that blue picture on there, and I could do some text over here as well if I wanted to. So you might have just seen a little RM came up on here to show that who it was that's writing on there. Now the Whiteboard does not become part of the recording. So if you are recording your Teams meeting, the Whiteboard and whatever goes on it isn't recorded. You have got the option of coming to settings, and you can export the image out as a PNG file, so it's a picture file. But in the settings is also where you can allow people to edit or not edit. Now as an organizer, I get to see this. I organize the meeting, so I can do that, but other people can't. So any other members of the meeting, they will be able to come in here to export the image out, but they won't have the option to turn around and block people from being able to do any updates on the Whiteboard. So to finish with the Whiteboard, you just stop presenting, and that closes the Whiteboard down. Okay, so we're going to look at how you can get a delegate report as well, so who's actually in your meeting. This must be done before you finish the meeting. So the way that you do it, and this is only available to the organizer of the meeting, is to click onto the Show Participants icon. You come across to the 3 dots for participants, and in there you've got Download Attendance List, and you click onto that. And that will download the attendance list into your Downloads folder on your PC. Okay, so this is an example of the attendance list. So you can see on here that that's me logged in as the organizer. I joined and the time that I joined, and then me as a delegate on another laptop joining and leaving. As long as you download the delegate list as the very last thing you do before you leave the meeting, you will have a full list of everybody that's joined and left, and if they have done during the meeting as well, you would get that information. So when you finish your meeting, you as the organizer should be the last one to leave the meeting. So as your delegates leave, and they're going to be clicking on this leave button, you can see a little leaving message came up underneath that one there to show that person's left. And when you get the message that waiting for others to join, you'll know that you are the last one left in the meeting, and then it's fine for you to click onto leave as well, so that you come out of the meeting. So this brings us to the end of our short video. I hope you have picked up on some useful tips and tricks, and please look out for the other Microsoft Teams videos covering things like how to collaborate and to manage online meetings more efficiently and with more interaction. Have a great day. Goodbye.